So let's talk about NXT. Early today I was live giving my thoughts over on SmackDown Live from last night's episode. And here I am. Like I said in that stream from early this morning, I did say that I was going to come live again. I was going to be here live again on the channel to talk about the yellow brand, NXT. It's crazy to think that, normally when I talk about NXT, I come on here and I praise NXT, how, oh my god, it was better than Raw and SmackDown. And this week, I'm going to say it right now, WWE did a hat trick. Holy shit, WWE this week did a fucking hat trick. Good for them, seriously, good for them to actually now starting to give a fuck. It's good to know that they're actually putting in effort and everything, whether it's, again, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, but hell, all three brands. Holy crap. Oh, am I living in another dimension right now? I really want to know. Had to take a little sip of this Gatorade. Flavor of the day here, actually, believe it or not, is the Riptide Rush. That's right. Cold, nice. But yeah, guys, here I am. What is up, you sick twisted mother flowers? It's I again. It's Steve. I'm back at it again, live here on the channel. This is your NXT review for February 27, 2019. February's ending, I believe, tomorrow or today, one or the other. But it's tomorrow. So you know what that means, mother flowers. Friday, rent is due. First of the month. But if you're new to this channel, mother flower, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit it. I dare you to I double dog dare you to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, while you're at it, share this video, stream throughout your entire social media, Facebook, Twitter, what have you. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet through all these shows, Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, and Impact, and stuff like that. Like I did say, early this morning, I was live on the channel. I gave my thoughts overall on SmackDown Live, where I talked about KO Mania replacing Kofi Mania at Fastlane and all that fun stuff, and I gave my thoughts on that. So if you've not checked out that video or that review, whenever you get a chance, head over to the archives of this channel and check out that review. It's up on the channel here, like I said. And overall, NXT tonight, I thought, honestly, it was a good show. Nothing to go, oh my god, insane about. I guess if you want to, say the match between Keith Lee and Dijakovic. Or, yeah, Dijakovic. I guarantee you real soon, WWE going to start calling Donovan Dijakovic just Dijakovic. It's going to happen. You wait and see. But the big thing on this show as well is, oh my god, after, even though, yeah, they were a team on Raw and SmackDown, I think last week, but DIY is finally a team once again. They are reunited, people. Holy crap, DIY is once again reunited. And they're going to take over, no pun intended, for the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic, which they officially announced all the teams that are being in the tournament. I'll talk about that momentarily in this review. But as always, mother flowers, you sick dorks out there, give me your thoughts on the show. Did you enjoy NXT? Did you not enjoy NXT? Give me your thoughts in the comment threads, or if not, let me know on the Twitter at HeelSteven. So, the show kicked off with Johnny Gargano. Johnny, making his way to the ring. And he talked about how even the commentators, I think it was Mauro, how 2019, it was great, it was going great. He was in the Rumble, he was on Raw and SmackDown, he won the North American title, but out of nowhere, in his first defense against Velveteen Dream, he lost. He's no longer the champion, and he got on the mic. He talked about, again, how everything was going great, 2019. Like he said before, in the Royal Rumble, he won the title at TakeOver Phoenix from Ricochet. He appeared on Raw and SmackDown, and then here we go, his first defense, and he loses to Velveteen Dream. But it was a hard-fought battle, and he's still Johnny Wrestling, even though the fans made him Johnny Wrestling to Johnny Champion. He still feels like Johnny the Champion, but the fans were chanting Johnny Failure. They were chanting Johnny Failure. And out of nowhere, out came the NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. And he tells him, listen, you know, everything that's been happening with you thus far has been with me. All the success you had, all the wins that we've had on Raw and SmackDown Live, it's when we're together. And then I offer, because apparently he offered Gargano last week in his defense against Velveteen Dream to, you know, help him out, and Gargano told him no in a defense of defending the North American Championship against Velveteen Dream. And in the process, look what happened. Gargano lost. He lost the championship. He lost the match. And now, once again, he's Johnny fucking Failure. God damn it. Take another sip of this again. And all this. And he tells him, listen, your success is with me. When we're together, we're unstoppable. And it's ironic because William Regal last week announced the return of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And he's telling Gargano to reunite, get the band back together, if you will. Bring back DIY. So that when they win, they'll get a shot at the tag team titles at TakeOver New York. Now, people were going crazy about this. Ciampa offered his hand for the handshake, and Gargano shook his hand. Now, the fact that they're back together, I'm all for it. Now, it looks like, yeah, obviously they're the heel team here, and there's no pun intended. But let's keep it real about it too. You know, you look at Tommaso Ciampa right now. He's the current NXT champion. Could you say this is his escape from not defending the title at TakeOver New York? Or will he be doing double duty? Beats me. But listen, you know, in a way, I'm all for it. Even though we've been seeing it. You know, we've been seeing this on Raw and SmackDown. They were prompted as a tag team. Even though, yeah, you know, on NXT TV, they were going at it. And they admitted that they've been through wars all together. But at the same time, they've had the goal to always, you know, raise the bar and raise hell and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing where all this goes. I'm looking forward to it. But guys, give me your thoughts in the comment thread. Your thoughts on DIY getting back together for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Reading the chat here. Big Mike, don't get used to DIY being a team, but I'm going to enjoy the ride. Me too, bro. I'm going to enjoy the ride. Enjoy the L ride, if you will. But hey, that's around the point. We get the first match of the night. We get Vanessa Borne and Aaliyah. Oh boy. Versus Taynara Conti and Xia Li. Apparently Xia Li, you guys remember, she was part of the Women's Royal Rumble from this year. And I'm not gonna say it was a bad match. I get what they're going with this. Hey, a couple weeks ago, Aaliyah picked up a win over Taynara Conti with help of Vanessa Borne. So it looks like Vanessa Borne and Aaliyah are a tag team, I guess, now. And based on what happened later on the night with Sasha and Bayley showing up, and I guess wanting the women's division of NXT to step it up here, I guess, so hey, you know, you need to make the team. You need to make tag team for these girls to face. So I was fine with it, right? And besides, it's something for Aaliyah to do as well. Aaliyah's been down there for so long, and it's like, yo, she's just been overlooked in a way. And the match, like I said, it wasn't nothing to go crazy about. Taynara Conti got her spots, and so did Xia Li. It was all said and done, though. Vanessa Borne and Aaliyah picked up the W after hitting a double team on Xia Li. So, good for them, and let's see where this goes as well. Could they potentially get a tag team title run? I doubt it. Don't get your hopes up on the fly. I'm just saying. But I'm enjoying it for thus far. We then get a backstage, I guess it was done early in the day. It was an interview between Velveteen Dream, I believe it was Kathy Kelly. And in the interview, Velveteen Dream is interrupted by Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era. And I guess what it's come down to that, hey, you know, Adam Cole wants a shot at the North American Championship, and Velveteen Dream talks about how it's funny how Adam Cole can do all this talk around, you know, his entourage, but once he's by himself, he's quiet. And he just walks away. He doesn't have time for any of these boys and shit like that. A little comedy, a little funny, but from the vibe that I got from it, we're probably going to see an Adam Cole Velveteen Dream program, which I'm all for, especially if you're going to put the North American title on the line, especially if this match is set for TakeOver New York. Why the fuck not? Hey, that could potentially be a show stealer, in my honest opinion. We also had an interview between... My bad. We also had an interview between Ricochet and Kathy Kelly. By the way, the interview with Velveteen Dream, I guess with the press, the media press and shit. Take that back. So we had an interview with Kathy Kelly and Ricochet, who was dressed up in a good prom suit and shit. He talked about, again, you know, he's having all this success on the main roster, on Raw and SmackDown Live with Aleister Black, but they're not going to forget what the Undisputed Era did to them. So, if the Undisputed Era are going to be in the Tag Team Classic, then he, Ricochet, and Aleister Black want part of the Dusty Classic as well. So, they're going to throw their names out there, try to see if they can get a spot in that match. So, in the tournament, that is. So, there you go with that. We then get, in my opinion, with the match of the night. We get Keith Lee versus Dijakovic. And oh boy, these two guys went out to beat the holy fuck out of each other. It's the type of shit you probably would have seen in PWG. Or you probably would have seen Evolve or any other indie fed out there. But you saw NXT. Just the moves these two guys were throwing at each other, just back and forth. At one point, Dijakovic does I want to say like a leaping like a backflip off the middle rope to the outside on Keith Lee. Keep this in mind, Dijakovic is not your prototypical high flyer. Okay? Donovan Dijakovic is a tall motherfucker. Tall as shit. He's not supposed to be doing these moves. And Keith Lee is super heavyweight that moves around like a cruiserweight as well. There's a moment in this match where Dijakovic does a fucking monkey flip on Keith Lee, and Keith Lee just leaps right back up. It just, again, all this back and forth maneuvers. Like I said earlier, Dijakovic did like a catapulted backflip or a moonsault, if you off the middle rope to the outside on Keith Lee. And because of that, they couldn't get back into the ring. So the referee counted the 10 and it was a double count out. I think, honestly, it made a lot of sense because, again, you don't want to make these guys look weak or having them take an L at this point in juncture. Even though Dijakovic early on his NXT run had taken an L, Keith Lee took an L as well as the Cassius Ohno. And then they were trying to go at it again. The referee chanting 5 more minutes, what have you. Both these guys, we want Regal. Apparently there was a we want Regal chant in this whole thing as well. And they like double count out. And then the Dragon was like, I'll see you later. So this is bound to happen again. Maybe, could it be at a TakeOver? Maybe so. Like, think about it. These two guys could potentially headline a TakeOver down the road. Let that marinate for a minute. That being said, I thought the match was great. The fact that no one won made a lot of sense too, because again, you do not want to make the other one look weak. And Keith Lee is something special. He is. And so is Donovan Dijakovic. I think the next crop of NXT talent, I think the brand itself is in good hands. You got Matt Riddle, you got Dijakovic, you got Keith Lee, hell, you got Adam Cole still there, the Undisputed Era. Maybe Velveteen Dream, but again, it's in good hands right now. It really, really is. And then we get the announcement of the Final 4 tag team that will be entering the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Right? I guess match to start next week. And this is the bracket thus far. I have it on my phone, by the way. I have the bracket here on my phone, because god damn it. There it is, on my phone. Right? So the final 4 teams is DIY. The final 4, I guess, is DIY and Aleister Black and Ricochet. So these are the teams that will be in the tournament, right? In round 1. This is round 1, by the way. You have Mustache Mountain of Tyler Bate and Trent Seven from NXT UK versus the Street Profits. You have Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch taking on the Forgotten Sons. You have DIY, the returning DIY, versus the Undisputed Eras of Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, Red Dragon. You have Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel. If I botch his name, I apologize. But you kind of get the idea. Marcel Barthel, okay? Keep this in mind, right? Early in the night, after they shook hands, Gargano and Ciampa, after they shook hands, you see them, like, I guess, backstage, whatever, right? And you see Candice LeRae with this look on her face, like, I can't believe you did that. After all the shit this guy put you through, you do that. She didn't say it, but that's just her demeanor. That was her vibe, if you will, her aura, if you will. That literally, that's what it was. And then we get the return of the Boss and Hug Connection, who are the current WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They show up, a huge reaction, right? A fucking crazy huge reaction, like, oh my god, it's a giant homecoming. So much that Izzy started crying because she saw Bayley, right? And they're in the ring, they talk about, hey, how it all started here, it's good to be home. Essentially, they want to have all the women, well, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, yes, right, NXT as well, to step up. And who knows, maybe next time they show up, they will be defending the WWE Women's Tag Team titles at NXT. I think that would be cool to see. That being said, like I said before, with the women's division right now, especially the tag team division, you got to build tag teams right now. And it really isn't that much. You look at the main roster right now, I guess, yeah, you have Tamina and Nia. You have, I guess, part of the Riot Squad. That's basically it. I guess if you want to say the Bells when they show up, but they can be on both shows whenever the fuck they want. I know I'm probably missing other tag team from Raw, and I apologize if I am or not. I guess Natty and Ronda, but that's never going to happen. If you go on SmackDown, you have the Iconics, you have Fire and Desire, and I guess if you want to count Naomi and Carmella, but no, I don't count that as a tag team at all. That's why you have to go to NXT. You have to start building women in NXT as well. Start building them up. I guess, yeah, Leo Shirai and Kairi Sane, Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah. Again, you still got to bring more women in this whole thing as well. Speaking of women, early in the night as well, there was a confrontation between Leo Shirai and Bianca Belair. Confrontation. And all this, again, because of this, William Regal announced that apparently they'll go at it. If not next week, it's the week after that. They're going to go at it. And whoever wins this match is likely to face Shayna Baszler at NXT TakeOver New York for the NXT Women's title. Speaking of Shayna two-time, she was in her main event tonight. She was in the main event. It was her and Mia Yim. A match that I enjoyed the story. There was moments, where Shayna Baszler worked on a Mia Yim's surgically repaired ankle, started stretching it out and putting it in different positions and shit like that. Shayna was screaming like crazy. And the story is, here's Mia Yim on one leg trying to fight Shayna Baszler. To all her might, eat the feet and got a near fall. All these big moves and got a fucking near fall on the champ. Until eventually Shayna Baszler locked in the Furukuda clutch. And Mia Yim tried to fight it off, but she couldn't do it. Eventually she had to tap out. So Shayna got the win, and that closed NXT this week. Again, I enjoyed the show because, again, we got DIY together again for however how long it may be. We have, I guess, now the full bracket for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and nonetheless as well, we have some sort of direction of what to expect on the road to TakeOver New York as part of our NXT WrestleMania weekend. Again, WWE this week, holy crap, pulled off a fucking hat trick. A fucking hat trick of all three good shows. Raw was enjoyable for the first time in God knows how long. SmackDown Live was a good show last night as well. Today, NXT was also a good show. Like I said, they pulled a hat trick, and for those of you that probably watch Take NXT UK, you'll probably say, oh, they pulled a grand slam. They pulled a home run. But again, I don't watch NXT UK, so I really can't say. And I guess if you watch 205 live, you'll say, oh my God, 205 was great as well. They pulled a power 5. I don't know. All right. But overall, the NXT was great. I enjoyed it for what it was. Guys, give your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy NXT? Who do you see winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and all that fun stuff? Your thoughts on DIY getting back together. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. We're going to go live again this Sunday for the Team Heel podcast. We have so much stuff to discuss this Sunday. So if you're not yet subbed to this channel, what the fuck are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button down below. Share this stream video throughout your entire social media, Facebook and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, like I said. All right. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Till next time, guys, hate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Steve, and I'm out like Janice Titties. God damn it, WWE. Pulling a fucking hat trick. Good for you, motherflowers. Good for you. Just don't fuck this shit up. Seriously.